Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a little card game called Simon's Cat. Simon's Cat is a game published by Steve Jackson Games, designed by Sam Mitchke and Randy Schuneman, illustrated by Simon Tofield, who is the designer, creator of Simon's Cat. We'll get more into that later. And this is a little card game where basically you're playing like an Uno type game, which means you're going to be playing cards. You're trying to match color or number of the card played before you. If you can't play a card, you take all the cards and you make a mess. At the end of the round, whoever has made the most messes gets a Simon card, with Simon being angry. And the first player to get 3, or play yours to get 3 of those, loses the game. Everyone else is the winner. That's it. That's enough talking. Let's go down to the table and make some messes. Alright, so here's a game of Simon's Cat, all set up for 3 players. First thing you're going to do is you're going to pick out all the Simon cards, put them in a pile. I've done that. They all have a different art and a different back. They're going to be used when you lose a round. So we'll get into more of that. Then you're going to give each player an equal number of cards. So there is a chance, if you're playing with weird player counts, I think 5, it's not going to divide out evenly. But most of the other times I'm pretty sure it will. Maybe 4, I don't know. Every time I've played it, it's divided out evenly. So we're good there. But if there's any left over, you just put them off to the side. Then what's going to happen is the player that has the 3 pink cat card is going to get to go first. Alright? And the suits range from cats, which are pink, kittens, which are, what color are the kittens? Blue. So there's pink cats, yellow hedgehogs, pink kittens, orange mouse cards, green gnome, which is the least amount of cards, pink is the most amount of cards, and there's also some dog cards, which are purple. Okay? So this player has the 3 pink. They're going to get to play first. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to take the least amount of cards, meaning you always want to play a card. If you can't take a card, you make a mess, which is basically like taking a trick kind of. Whoever has the most messes at the end of the game, at the end of the round, gets a Simon card. The first player to get 3 Simon cards loses, everybody else wins. So it's kind of Uno-esque. When you're playing a card, the player after you has to play the color or the number, and you're good. So the first thing this player is going to do is they're going to go ahead and play an 8 pink. All right? Just because they have the 3 doesn't mean they have to play it. They just have to have it. All right? And then this player has to follow suit if they can. So they have all these. There's the dog suit that I didn't show you. They have all these. So they're going to go ahead and play the 12. A little cat butt. Then this player, they don't have very many pinks, actually. So they're going to go ahead and play the 11. Back to this player. They have a pile of pink. So they're going to go ahead and play the 7. And again, there's a little more strategy to it than this. I'm just trying to show you how it works. I'll play the 10. This player is only going to do what they can do, which is play this 4. If there's still pink when it comes back to them, they're going to be in trouble. So here's a 5. This player will play a 6. Alright, so this player doesn't have pink, but do they have a 6? So let's look. Do they have a 6? They do have a 6, so they're going to play a 6 dog. Alright, then this player has to play a 6 or a purple. And they don't have any purple, but they do have a 6, so they will change it to kitten. This player needs a 6 or a blue. I'll go ahead and play a blue. This is a big one. This player has a blue. They'll play this 8 blue. This player needs an 8 or a blue. And they have a blue, so they'll keep that going. This player will play a blue because they don't have a 10. Back to me. Do I have a blue? I do have a blue. I'll keep it going. This is a big one. All right, back to this player. They have a 7. They don't have any blue, but they have a 7 yellow, which is good. All right, back to this player. They are going to play a 6 yellow hedgehog. Back to me. Do I have any yellow? I do have yellow. I'll play the 4. 4 or yellow for this player. They have an 8 and a 5, so they'll keep that going. Back to this player. They have a 3. Ooh, we're running low on some. This player's running low on some colors. Back to me with a 3 or a yellow, and I do not have a 3 or a yellow, so I have to take this. That's one mess. So I'm in the lead with messes right now. Then I can play any card that I want. I'm going to play this 2 green. There's only 2 green cards in the deck, so I'm hoping that I can stick somebody. So they have a 1. They have the other green, which is good. Do they have a 1 or a green? They do not, because there's only 2 greens, so they take this mess. Now they get to play a card. They have the most purple, so they're going to play a purple. Back to me, a 4 or a purple. I have purple, which is good. Back to this player. They have a 5 yellow, so they'll play yellow. Back to this player. They don't have any yellow or a 5, so they take it. They take this mess. So they now have 2 messes. But again, whoops. They do have purple still, so they'll go ahead and play a purple. Back to me, a purple or a 2. I have a purple. We'll keep that going. This player does not have a 1 or a purple, so they have to take that mess. They're going to play a 3. Back to me, or this player. They're going to play a 3 blue. Back to me, I have a blue, so I'll play a 4 blue. Does this player have a 4 or a blue? They do. They'll play 4 orange. Orange or a 4, they do not, so they will take this mess. They'll play a 9 pink. I don't think anybody else has pink. So I can't take it, so I take another mess. And I'll play a 2. This player will play... Can't play anything. They take another mess. They'll play a 3. They play a 3. And I have to take the last mess. Alright, so that's it, and this one stays out. So, these 2 players, me and that player, get a Simon. Let me turn these the right way, that bothers me. Alright, there we go. Then, we shuffle up, and we deal again, and we keep doing that same exact thing until people end the round with 3 Simons. If multiple people do that, whoever's left is the winner. If one person does that, everybody else is the winner. And whoever has 3 Simons is the loser. And that's it. That's how you play Simon's Cat. Let's go up the top. See what you think about it. All right, well, that was Simon's Cat. So, why am I covering this game on the channel, you might ask? Well, my girls have been watching the cartoon of this. I think it's based on like a book or a comic series or whatever. But they've been watching the cartoon on this little Tubi TV app that has a lot of kids shows. And the cartoon is adorable. It's just black and white, the cute little cat here. All the characters that you saw in the game on the art, which I'll get to in a second, are in the show. So when I'm playing this game, it reminds me of episodes of that show that I've seen. And I think that's funny. So when my friend hooked me up with the copy he was giving away, I took it because I liked the girls like the show, played it, and actually kind of enjoyed it. But we'll get to that. Now let's talk about the components. The box, terrible. I hate these boxes so much, but whatever, you can put it in anything. Let's look at the cards. The cards are, they're not like linen finish, but they're okay quality. They shuffle nice. They have the cards that you're playing with are pink. The Simon ones have a black back, so you know what's going on. I really like the art. It's consistent with the show. It's drawn by the guy who did the show. Like there's the cute little gnome. There's the mouse. The hedgehog, the crazy hedgehog, the kitty that terrorizes Simon's cat, which I think is hilarious because that cat's a little jerk. What other thing is there? Oh, the actual Simon's cat suit, which is, that's Simon's cat. He's like the kind of the star of the show. He's always hungry, basically. I love the art. It's fantastic. All the Simon cards have different art as well. So there's that one, this one. I'm not sure if these are from the show. I don't know that for sure. The show's in black and white, so even if it was, I couldn't tell you. I've watched a lot and they all kind of run together, but I like how all these are different. It's fantastic. Love the art. It's adorable. So the production is pretty good. Cards could be a little bit better quality, but for what this game is, a little $10 filler card game, they're fine. Now let's talk about gameplay. So like I said at the beginning, this is effectively like overview. What am I talking about? Like Uno overview. And what you saw in the gameplay is very Uno-like. And, you know, someone plays a card, you either have to play the same color or the same number. If you can't, you have to take that pile. Kind of like taking tricks in a trick-taking game, but this is not a trick-taking game. It's a shedding game, which you're trying to get rid of all your cards and take the least amount of piles that you can. And it's really easy to play. Anybody can play this game. I don't know does it have an age range on it? It says 6 and up, and that's probably accurate. As long as you can understand the concept of playing the same number, playing the same color. Or if you played Uno, you can play this game. It's super accessible. It's probably even a little bit more thinky than Uno because you're trying not to get these cards, and Uno you're just trying to get rid of your cards. But in this one, you may throw off a color to try to stick someone because you watch them play and take some stuff. So maybe you have a number or a color that you know they don't have, so you'll throw off in hopes that they'll take more messes than you. So there's a little bit of strategy. Still, it's not like, mind-blowing, but it is enjoyable. It's fast, and it's a good time, and it's adorable little art. I mean, it's adorable. So surprisingly, I like this game quite a bit. And this is going to get a higher rating than it normally would because of the theme and my affinity and affection for that theme. So I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. It's probably really like a 7 out of 10 or a 6.5 out of 10. But I really, really enjoy this game because of the theme. And it makes me think about the show, and I love the show. So BGM accepted. Going to get an 8 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing. But we have to give it the games that we enjoy. And that's what we're going to do. So that is Simon's Cat from Steve Jackson Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.